You know, when you think about Black History Month and its importance, one of the things I think we have to remember is that every major war in American history, from the Revolution forward, African Americans have made an important contribution. And therefore, they've been a key part of what has created the opportunities of America, the freedoms of America, and so forth, even when they didn't have all of those freedoms. So they've made an enormous contribution as a people to who we are today, and I think that's something that we should always take time to celebrate, because it was an especially great contribution to make and a sacrifice to make when they were being enslaved, when they were deprived of the opportunities through the black codes, and when they were deprived of the opportunity of the right to vote, as they were for even 100 years after slavery. So Black History Month, I think, is important for all of us to look back upon and be grateful for the sacrifice that a segment of our population has made to make us the country that we are today.
Black History Month is important because it's important to remember what African Americans went through.
I think Black History Month is important because we need to make up for the time we lost back in like the 1800s.
But you've already had. Black History Month is important because it exemplifies the rising of a minority.
That's what
Okay. Black History Month is important because it's important to remember the civil rights leaders.
Okay, I think it's important because it made our nation what it is today, with like a black president and integrated schools and all that, so yeah.
Black History Month is important because it's important to recognize where we've come from and how much we've accomplished. You know, half a century ago, blacks were still denied the right to vote, and now there's a black president, so it's pretty cool.
I think Black History Month is important because it's important to remember the struggle of our people by our people.
I think Black History Month is important because it's important to let people know about Black History Month.
I think Black History Month is important because it represents how black people struggled and how they overcame their struggles to become an important part of America's society.
Alright, I'm William. I think Black History Month is important because, well, in history we don't have a lot of African Americans who like have changed the world, and we don't study about them. Like, I can't name some right now. Like Martin Luther King, like we don't study him as much as we should because he really changed society. So I think it's important because it teaches us like values that African American culture has brought to this country that most of us haven't even discovered yet.